Well, good evening, Glue Troopers. Max's models here. As far as I know from a live stream perspective, I'm still in YouTube jail. I did play with doing a live stream on Rumble, which I have an account. You can go out and sign up for free. So we have problems with YouTube. We'll move it over to Rumble. Anywho, got to work that. Left me time to get to work on the Phantom since there wasn't much point in working on the computer. And I got a lot done today. Got the aft wing control surfaces painted, touched up the tail, got the landing gears installed with all the doors, the nose is tack glued on, a lot of painting and touching up of antennas and things. And just a lot of work. There's still work to be done. I still have to do the drop tanks, the ejection seats, the pilot figures, the wing tips. I pre-painted the rudder, although I haven't put the tail together yet. And it's all starting to come together. It's actually starting to look like a jet now. It's a lot of work went into this because it's in the details. One thing I learned was I had read the instruction, installed this piece, and something didn't feel quite right. And sure enough, you have to install the landing gear before this landing gear door retraction mechanism goes in. So I had to pluck that out. Fortunately, it was only lightly glued in place. So far, although I've had a few pieces hit the floor and, of course, white and gray disappear into the floor of the Tarbus, but I managed to find them all, so I haven't lost anything yet. And the detail in this thing's pretty insane, so I'm trying to get everything right. There are some things like this hatch that goes on top. I don't know why it's a separate hatch, but it is, so I use that as an opportunity to sort of do a little extra weathering and everything, and add some contrast to it. Played with the pencil some more and add a little more weathering, just trying to get the general feel right. I'm getting a little better at it, I think, and I'm really starting to enjoy the build, but I got to save the weathering now until all the decals are on. And that's where we're at for right now. I did find a couple of little spots where a little of the red paint had gotten off the reservation, so I found it, being that it's red, it was easier just to scratch it off and touch it up with some paint than try and cover it up. But I don't know. It's looking sufficiently grimy and real world for me. I'm really enjoying this build. Having to use CA glue on some parts because like the screws for the main landing gear and the nose gear, well, the nose gear went in without any much trouble once I figured out that door retraction mechanism had to go in afterwards. But the main landing gears, they're die cast covered in plastic, but the parts that go into the model are plastic on die cast. So I had to use CA glue. And the screws didn't really want to bite and hold them very snugly, so I covered them with CA glue also, the thick stuff, and then screwed them in and let it harden, and that worked out pretty good. And so far, the gear doors haven't given me much trouble. Usually, it's been my experience, gear doors are a pain in the keister, but these have actually gone on without any argument. Tamiya really engineered this well. So that's where we're at for right now. I will let you guys know how things go with keep you posted on the Phantom. And, of course, on getting out of YouTube jail. We'll talk to you later. And as always, guys, model on.